Hello there. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, These Bonds I Break. I'm Jessica Fay, and this is my website, and I'm going to share with you one of my blog posts on my website. I am a trained life coach, and I have decades of courses that I've taken and study and personal experience. So it's always been my aim to be able to help people that are dealing with trauma and abuse of all types. And I'm very familiar with the conditions associated with trauma, and I've lived it. I know what it's like to have to try to escape abuse. I know what it's like to be a child dealing with abuse. I know what it's like to be trapped with a narcissist or an abuser. Today I'm going to showcase my first blog post that I put up, and I tried to write it a bit humorous to explain a little better to those who may not understand what it's like to suddenly end up in an argument with a narcissist when you least expect it, out of the blue. So always remember, it's not about the chicken. So, everything's going fine, and suddenly you're dealing with this guy here. Out of the blue, he's raging, and you're in some cyclic arguments that you don't know how you ended up there. So let us read, and I will share with you my thoughts on how narcissists argue. So this is an example of how narcissists work, or how a narcissist works. They can be female, but in this instance, I am using male. A narcissist will always say he wants to change, or that he has. He may appear to have changed, but the reality is that he changes the situation of when he acts up or blows up. Before, it may have been every time you got sick, said the wrong word, or you were happy. By now, it's every time you do the budgeting, or but now, it's supposed to say. It's every time you do the budgeting, online shopping, or someone rips you off. They may yell at you, belittle you, swear at you, put you down, say lies about you. They project all of their self-hate onto you. Before you know what's even happening, you're in a tizzy of a verbal battle in which, if you try to reason with them and explain the situation, they will overtalk you louder and louder, cutting you off each time. When you're visibly shaken and upset, they will assert they know why. Keep in mind, you didn't do anything wrong except state that both of you are getting ripped off big bucks from Walmart and the local grocery store when ordering online. A $50 ripoff in 2 days would be something any couple would talk about. But the narcissist starts yelling at you and screaming and dancing around and swearing. When you ask what's wrong, he tells you that you are the problem. You're acting crazy. When you try to reason with him, he gets worse, cutting you off, using gaslighting, word salad, blame shifting, and projection. A common narc statement yelled at you may be, "What do you want from me?" Or, "So, get over it." Or, "Yeah, I'm an asshole. What do you expect?" He asserts this is all about chicken and how crazy you are to be upset about chicken. But chicken has nothing to do with the real issue that you can clearly see, which is that lately, every time you shop online and the store has done something wrong or the app doesn't work, he now gets verbally and mentally abusive over that instead of when he sees you sick or happy or you said the wrong word, which is what he used to get mad about. They just changed the situation. So now he's yelling, swearing, and dancing around the house, throwing insults at you and saying the word chicken 15 or more times. You remember he often does this, blaming inanimate objects on you. It's blame shifting so he doesn't have to hear that he is the problem. The unstable chicken dancer is the problem as he jumps around the house mad at you. Now you're upset, right? But you're not the one freaking out or being mean. You're being kind and nice, trying to reason with him. It's the end of the day, you weren't feeling well, and now the perfectly edible chicken has violently been thrown into the garbage, and it's all your fault. Now, granted, the chicken was outdated and expires the next day, and they just delivered it to you that night. Yes, they also ripped you off $50, but that's not the problem you're now upset about. And when you try to tell him, he will not confront why you now are crying, triggered, and upset. He doesn't want to hear it. You're upset for all of the hours, days, and years that you were there for him every time something financially bothered him and he mentioned it to you, or every time something didn't go well at work for him, or if someone did him wrong. In fact, you listen to him for hours. You hear every rant, every venting, and dry every tear. You listen with love and patience and work as a team. Well, at least you do, when you're there for him. You try to work as a team. But he's never there for you when you need him or want to discuss something. Narcissists always avoid and don't want to see what they are doing. Today it's chicken, tomorrow it's your shoe, but it's never him. The next day he may still be mad at you and tell you that you're at fault getting upset over chicken, which is not what you are upset about. He will try to gaslight you into believing you acted foolishly over a little thing. Now it's become a big thing because years of torment, big and little, have happened. You always walk on eggshells because when you least expect it, all hell breaks loose. You try to see cycles and avoid situations that upset the narcissist, but before long, there's no way to tell anymore because as predictable as they blow up, especially whenever you put your guard down. Give them the benefit of the doubt, telling yourself everyone makes mistakes. You treat them kind and be yourself, and boom! Just when you think you're really connected and getting along and finally being yourself, he seems happy, then bam! Now, this is a tiny example, but this is done on every level of your life. This cycle is daily, weekly, and for years. And amongst it, they make it physical, threaten your life, use everything you love or ever said or did against you, discard you into the streets in one moment, one instant when life seemed good for a moment, because you said a word they didn't like and suddenly you're homeless. Or they may even eventually try to kill you. If they don't kill you, your soul will slowly fade and die. You will be unhealthy and unable to mentally function. You will be a shell of your former self. You can never heal because a narcissist won't listen to what was the real issue or problem, or how he hurt your feelings. He's above that and knows all things, and he is always right. Narcissists only see in black and white, never gray or shades of gray, and never in colors. You can never reason with a narcissist or tell him how you feel or what the real issue is. You can't have a healthy conversation. And if you're lucky enough for such a rare moment to happen, don't trust it. He will forget the entire conversation by tomorrow or next week. He also will tell you that everything he said and did not happen, or you misunderstood. Don't doubt yourself. Us empaths are very good at seeing all sides of an issue, calculating every angle. The minute you believe his lies or wonder if you are to blame, another piece of you is lost forever. You can never get it back unless you permanently get free of him. He will always put you down for reacting to his tactics or being affected. But now, over many years, you have CPTSD, which is complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Even if you left him, it would take years, perhaps a decade, to heal. A narcissist thinks you can heal from his hurt in 1 second. Their mouths are open graves. Their lips speak deceptions and twist your words and their own. In their lips and tongue, their words can be death-dealing poison, having the ability to destroy both your soul and body, perhaps even for eternity. Now, I mention that part because there are many Christians or people in religion who do really believe in the Bible or particular faith. And for that reason, I mentioned that part about, perhaps they can destroy you for eternity, because even the Bible talks about that. I try here, though, to come from an angle that will help people of all walks of life and different faiths. So let's go back to the beginning of the blog, and I hope you can join me on these bonsai bonsaibreakcom. We have a chat feature. If you want me to cover something or even your story, please send that to me, and we'll see about putting it up if I can. And again, there's the blog posts I have up right now. Yeah, the little hearts that are red right now, I always check off each of my own, because I do enjoy what I write, so I do it at least once. Any other hearts are from other people, so please come give me a like. I'm still working out how this blog works. I think you have to sign in or become a subscriber to comment. There's many different areas that I'm just learning about that we're going to have up and running. As you can see, I am not about perfection, so I don't cut and splice anything out of my videos, even if I will start putting my face on video and talking to you right to the camera, and in time live as well, but I am not someone who likes to edit. I like to just be real, and we are not perfect. So this talks a bit about me, right? Chances you are not alone. I've been through many of these things you have suffered with or currently going through. I would love to be of help to you in your times of troubles when you need validation for your truths. So we compressed the link for more information. This is an about section about me. I talk a little bit more about abuse, that I came from narcissistic parents. I'm 47 years old, and different things here that I share with you. And here's contact forms. I guess there we go, at the bottom there. And, in lockdowns, things are very difficult right now. Many of us are trapped with a narcissist, and there is no way to get out. And I believe that these things take time and planning, even if you are going to break free. And sometimes it can take years to plan this, and it's not easy. It can take several attempts. So never push anyone and, traumatize them more by insisting that, they have to leave now. Or if you did it, they can do it. Everyone's situation is different. I plan to have a podcast, so I don't have that up and running yet, but I have the player there. I've got the community forum up. We just have to get it going. So you can come share your stories, ideas, what you would like me to talk about, or just make friendships with each other and feel like you have a safe place to come and talk about things. And so that would be nice to make that happen. And there's a members area. I need to learn about the members area, watch some YouTube videos and such, and maybe we can have a nice little area for those of us. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know. give me your ideas too. Come on by, send me a note in the chat, or you can reach me through these bonds I break at yahoo.com as well. And tell me what you think, or what you'd like me to write about or cover, or what other kind of community ideas that you have. And so there we go. There is my first video for YouTube. Please subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on each of the things that I discuss. Everybody's situation is different, and let's remember to be kind to one another and to work in love. We have been abused long enough. Let's break these bonds. Let's break these bonds and be able to say personally, these bonds I break. Take care. Much love. Jessica Faye.